Welcome to Uncaged, a show that celebrates thought leadership from today's top business leaders. The program provides a voice to amazing executives from around the globe who are shaping the world of business today and mapping the path to the commerce of tomorrow. Today we're speaking with Prem Talreja. Prem, it's great to have you on the show. Now, Prem is the CEO at Lunagen AI, and no surprise based on the name, you can tell that we're going to be talking a lot about AI and what's happening in that area. Lunagen is a company that's driven by a mission to help organizations harness the transformative power of AI through practical, outcome oriented solutions. And, we live in an era where AI, that acronym seems to be everywhere, but man, so many people are still getting it wrong and they really need that guidance. And so I'm excited to hear what's going on at Lunagen AI. But before
2012, I stepped away from the semiconductor industry per se and wanted to uh, go into the software industry. And my journey into software came through by way of becoming a partner at a venture capital firm called The Fabric. And I was one of three partners, and we were basically investing in companies that were software companies, and the terminology of software as a service was just growing in 2012. And so we funded several companies between 2012 and 2019. And many of those companies succeeded and did extremely well. Some are still existing, some went under. So you learn a lot about entrepreneurship and you learn every aspect of the software industry. Obviously, in my
well,
life, I've seen lots of generations of technologies that have come and gone, whether it was from mainframe computing to PCs, or whether it was from PC to laptops, from laptops to cell phones, and from cell phones to internet to web, uh, and from data centers to cloud data centers. So, I'm very fortunate to have lived at a time when so many evolutions have taken place, which has
yeah.
also shaped my thinking.
Well, I mean, and now we're living through another revolution,
Exactly.
and maybe I saw that Prem, that in your bio it says, Prem Talreja. I should emphasize, amazing Duke graduate, we should say, the
Go Blue
pride of
Devils.
Fuqua. Came out of retirement to
Yes.
found Lunagen.
Yes.
And so, this is a big deal when someone gets out off the rocker and
Yeah.
comes back into the game. So tell me a little bit about the Lunagen story.
Yeah, well said. I mean, in 2019, we wrapped up our venture capital funds, and I took a retirement phase. I have four grandkids, so I was just enjoying my life, and it would have gone that way all along. So then last year in 24, in the beginning of 24, I used ChatGPT for the first time. And it came about by the fact that I was writing a book. And I realized, oh my God, this is pretty cool. I can use that. So that was my hobby at that time. And then I got so interested in what ChatGPT can do, what AI can do. And being a technologist, of course, I was an investor in certain companies and I was always engaged. But then that itch just became too strong an itch by end of last year. And I said, got to do something. This is probably the last uh, revolution or a wave that's going to come in my lifetime that I can capitalize and do something about. Started talking to a few friends, and here we are. We all said,
Wow.
got to do it. Now's the time.
Yeah,
And we did it. Yeah.
that's excellent. Well, congratulations. And
Thank you.
so tell me a little bit about the type of work that you and Lunagen are doing.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're three founders, and we have a team now in Chile, Santiago. And our objective at LunaGen from the get-go was that we want to take advantage of AI and bring AI where it made sense to businesses of a certain size that are uh, not able to bring the IT resources to bear on it, don't have the resources, sometimes don't even have the deep understanding of how AI can benefit them. And the concern there being, of course, we are not the big companies either, so we couldn't go to the multi-billion dollar companies. But the idea was that there's a lot of smaller size companies that are missing the point, which is that don't be scared of AI, and be aware that you're falling behind if you're not utilizing it. So it's not about being scared or if your competitor is using it, you're falling behind. If they're not using it, you can get ahead. And it would be like 20 years ago, somebody asked me and said, "Do you think I should have a website?" What would be the answer back then been and what it is today? Anybody and
Yeah.
everybody can get a website on any commercial platform. So AI is not going to go away. And as a technologist, I'm not out to scare people or say dissuade you from using AI because I used it and I think it's very good. The message is that don't do it yourself. There are proper ways to do it, and let professionals like us, where it makes sense. And our motto is not that AI for the sake of AI. It's really your business productivity, which can be enhanced by AI.
Certainly the topic that AI continues to be the big topic, but there's moments where certain things pop up and are really kind of like the things that are really grokking everyone's mind. Tell me a little bit of what are the key things that you're seeing in the marketplace today that people are really focused on with AI?
Well, what I see is with AI is people don't people often think that AI is just an LLM and it's just a large language model and it is to write and to uh, it's the alternative to search, if you will. Okay. Uh, so I think that's one area people think, oh, I can go to ChatGPT and ask a question, and you're right, you can get a very good answer. The other side that people do sometimes say is, oh, it's hallucinating or it is giving me false information because AI by nature is not a human. So it it is it is compelled by nature to give you an answer. Okay, that's hallucination because AI won't say I don't know. It will make an answer up.
Yeah.
So I think that's where some people misunderstand what AI will do. But you can coach AI, you can ask the question in a proper way and then get the right answer. But the point I want to make is that it is not just about search and text creation, but it is also about uh, behind the work that is being done on the front by humans, you are having process automation.
Yeah.
And process automation requires AI agent or agents to be working in parallel. There could be an agent trying to organize your calendar, but there could be an agent trying to find a piece of information that you need to give to your customer, and there could be an agent that is taking that information and sending it to accounting or to finance or to order purchasement or looking at inventory. So these are the functional agents behind, they're not just the visible to you. And these agents increasingly think of them as interacting with each other. So this is cutting edge of the technology where there's a multiple chain of agents working behind the scene, and the manager of that agent might be the human that is talking to a person, and in the background the agent learns and launches off 5 other sub agents. Okay, but that's really what's happening. But people are seeing that. I mean, obviously, you can go to a website today, and instead of having the traditional chat box, you are now having agentic chat conversations. Uh, the other good thing about AI is that it is unlike, oh, it's not just another simple chatbot, because chatbots or even the kinds that would say press one for this, press two for this, and press three for that. They're not. Those were all linear in function, which means you can't go back. But AI is more human-like behavior, so it can go back also in the context of saying, "Oh, so we just talked about that, but do you want more information on that?" So it is very much more adaptable to the even the conversation of the person on the other end. You can say in the AI prompting and prompt engineering, you can say, act like a physician and speak like a physician. So then don't talk about basketball or football or Duke or this or that, right? Just stay in that lane of a physician. So you
Yep.
can train it that way. That's called prompt engineering, and you can test it many times. But it loves data.
Yeah.
So in the medical world or in the legal world or in the banking world, no wonder.
Yeah.
My clients are in that space too because you get a lot of data that can be synthesized very quickly and made uh, seamlessly available to the person talking to the customer or to the
Hmm.
customer themselves.
But though, what keeps you coming back for this stuff? Where does that passion come from?
Uh, I think that's built into the type of person I am. I'm an entrepreneur. I've worked at mid-sized companies. I've seen them grow and grow rapidly, then shrink and disappear, get acquired. But there's an entrepreneurial spirit in me, so I'm not a, hang your shingles from a large company type of guy who's satisfied saying I did this and made a several billion-dollar company and I had 10,000 people working in my organization. That doesn't motivate me, or there's no kudos for that. So
Mm.
I'm like an entrepreneur and I keep thinking about where is the technology going, what my grandkids will see in the future, where so that interests me to come back and stay abreast with what's going on. And this AI is just, for all its hype, it's just another revolution. It's just an opportunity.
But tell me a little bit about how you see the future shaping up for us.
Well, certainly, I think a lot of AI underneath it coming from a technology semiconductor background. I know that a lot of AI is driven by the semiconductor industry at the end of the day, the
Mm,
NVIDIAs and the Intels and the
exactly.
AMDs of the world. And they run on a certain cadence of how long it takes for new chips to come out. Okay. The Moore's law, as we say, every
Yep.
12 months a new chip will come, which will be half in the size and twice as fast. So there is that cadence of technology that is underlying the big AI players who drive the industry.
Hmm.
Uh, but at the same token, the number of applications, number of use cases, the number of adopters and companies that want to adopt AI, which is the markets that we address, is such that I think use cases are exponentially growing
Hmm.
and have not been tapped out. And some are ridiculous, some are very good, some are doable, some may not be doable. But I think that's the current phase, that we're in the application phase, and a lot of applications will take place over the next 3, 4, 5 years. Uh, but I think then the AI is a is not going to stop. The power that is being created there, the technology that is being put into it, will be such that we won't be able to talk about all those things today in terms of what is going to come. But yes, it can look scary too. But I think that again, that will be harnessed in a certain way. Humans will be in the loop and will be harnessing that. But I think we get to a stage where it could have impact on uh, the humans working in the industry. It could have
Yeah.
impact on jobs.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's funny. We'll see how that all shapes out. I would say that one of the things that I was most excited about was really how machine learning tools can actually help individuals essentially be better and more efficient and more creative. But I do think that, especially if the economy has a setback in any way, the ruthless need of AI of a CFO saying we got to cut may take over. And I think really the state of the economy may be the driving point of how AI develops. If we have a healthy economy and we're growing, um, I think people might be more thoughtful. But if
Yeah.
things get tough, if it gets tight, people are gonna, the finance directors will basically say, no people, only
Yeah.
machines.
And there's a point at which business people like us reach a point of saying that what people do with AI is none of our business. Our business is to make it possible for them to do what they want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
That doesn't mean that uh, you know you're going to do nefarious things, or you're going to encourage misuse of AI, or you're going to
yeah.
find ways. But as a business person, my job is to accept an opportunity to build AI for somebody, and if it is inappropriate use, I can decline that business.
Yeah. Well said. Well, Prem, thank you so much for being on the show today. If someone wanted to learn more about Lunagen and what you and the team are working on, where's the best place to find you?
Well, I can say three things. One is, of course, find me on my website, lunagen.ai. You can see our products at lunagen.ai/solutions. Other is on LinkedIn. Connect with me and ask for a meeting or give me feedback and suggestions. I'll meet with you. The third is send me an email, prem@lunagen.ai. And those are all readily available. And right now we're a small company, so